Title: Unmasking Betrayal, The Wedding Showdown. John had always believed in love and loyalty, and for years, he had thought he had found both in his girlfriend, Sarah. They were the couple everyone envied, sharing dreams, laughter, and even secrets. But life can take unpredictable turns, and one fateful evening, John's world came crashing down when he discovered the unimaginable truth. His best friend, Mark, had been having an affair with Sarah behind his back. The revelation struck John like a bolt of lightning. He was torn between his loyalty to Mark and his love for Sarah, but he knew he couldn't keep such a life-altering secret any longer. The weight of the deception was unbearable, and he decided he couldn't let them get away with it, especially not on their wedding day. John meticulously gathered evidence of their betrayal over the following weeks, secretly recording conversations between Mark and Sarah. It was gut-wrenching to hear their deceitful words and stolen moments. John's heartache slowly morphed into a burning desire for justice. He couldn't let them celebrate their deceit with a happy wedding, not when they had torn his life apart. As the wedding day approached, John couldn't help but feel an odd mix of anger, sadness, and determination. He knew what he had to do, no matter how painful it would be. He anonymously sent a package to Mark's best man, who would later be in charge of the music at the wedding. The package contained a small flash drive and a cryptic note that simply read, "Play this during the reception." The day finally arrived, and John, dressed in a dark suit to blend into the background, attended the wedding. He watched in silence as Mark and Sarah exchanged vows, the weight of their betrayal heavy in his heart. But John had one last card to play. As the reception began and the guests gathered on the dance floor, the best man received the mysterious package. He plugged the flash drive into the sound system, and a recording of Sarah and Mark's secret conversations filled the air. Gasps of shock rippled through the crowd as the truth unfolded before their eyes. Sarah's face turned ashen as she realized that her betrayal was no longer a secret. Mark, standing beside her, looked like a deer caught in headlights. The guests stared in disbelief, unable to comprehend the magnitude of the deception that had unfolded on what was meant to be a joyous occasion. The recording contained not only their intimate conversations, but also John's heartfelt confession about how he had discovered the affair and the pain it had caused him. It was a raw, emotional expose that left everyone stunned. Sarah, unable to bear the shame and guilt any longer, burst into tears, while Mark's face turned red with embarrassment and remorse. The wedding that was meant to be a celebration of love had transformed into a public display of betrayal. Amidst the chaos and tension, John stepped forward, his voice trembling with emotion. "I thought love and loyalty meant something," he said. "I hope you too find happiness in the mess you've made." With that, he turned and walked away, leaving behind a scene of chaos and heartbreak. The fallout from that day was swift and brutal. Sarah and Mark's relationship crumbled under the weight of their betrayal and public humiliation. The wedding was called off, and John, despite the pain he had endured, found a measure of closure knowing that he had exposed the truth. It was a bitter victory for John, but in the end, he had chosen to stand up for what he believed in: honesty and justice. The day that was meant to be the beginning of a new life for Sarah and Mark had become a turning point in John's journey toward healing and self-discovery, proving that sometimes the pursuit of truth can be a powerful form of revenge.